bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh. Is this even working? Should I be doing this? I don't know. Should I be doing it? I don't know. I don't know, man. Should I be doing it? I don't know, man. Chuto pinto, pinto chuto. Demonetize. Instantly yeah. Hey Muna! Hey Muna! Actually can't see the chat. Have to move shit around first. So, on my end, class is already finished, I think. We still have to polish some stuff on the project, but I finished it already, so I have nothing much to do other than do what I want to do. So that's why I'm doing other shit. I'm like, oh, but Don, where's pivot? Where's DBF? You know. I feel like doing something else other than always pivot. Alright, let's just shush about that. I feel like I've been doing that for most of the time, so I think, you know, I agree people might not like it. Wait a minute. Oh, you're hearing it from... You're hearing the music from the mic. That's... Alright, I'm sorry about that. There you go. My bad. Not even sure. Should be better now. Hello Jaybird, hello Jin, hello Ken, hello Canon, goodbye Jaybird. María aquí, I hablar español. Lo siento, mi amigo, no hablo español. No puedo entender español. Un poco. Disculpo. Imagine asking if like I don't speak Spanish, but I'm saying it in a fluid Spanish way. Okay. Masuladatis ti amo. Ti amo. How do you say? I forgot how do you say. Otros? I don't know. Hey yo, Shotgun, how are you? I am. How? Like you said, there's no question mark. So, my favorite food is the Battle of God Stickman. Stickman Battle of Games. Very, very epic. I'm sorry if this is like, if you're squirmish about drawing and you're like, oh my god, it's near the private parts. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what else am I supposed to do, right? I didn't like perfectly time this. This is obviously unplanned. If I would want to, I wouldn't like, you know, stream this. Just but I haven't been uploading, so I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? I have a YouTube channel. It's not like I have to upload every day either. But I just want to let people know that I'm doing shit, because people seems to think that I don't. Like when you don't upload for a month, they think you're dead, basically. I think I did live stream a while ago. That was when class was still going on. Class will resume on January 13th, so yeah. You gay? No. It's been asked every time. And same answer, it's no. I am damn loud. Okay. Maybe I should lower the volume. I'm sorry about that. Salúdame tu próximo video, porfa. Hello. Aloha. ¿Tienes Discord, Don? Sí, tienes un Discord, pero no hablar on Discord. I don't know how to I don't know how to speak Spanish. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I don't speak in Discord. I just, yeah. I rarely speak in Discord. I'm not sure if it's in the description. Should I check? I think I should check. I think the Discord server is in the description. No, it's not in the description. Well, my bad. I'm sorry. It's not in the description. I'm sure Jin can send you the invite link if he has the time or if it feels helpful. But then I'm saying this that I don't talk that much. I have a Discord server, but I don't talk that much in there. So don't expect me to be nice and I just realized how long is this leg? what's that app? I mentioned it in the description, but yeah, it's TV Paint. It's up here, as you can see. Let me just pull out my wafer wands. Oh, I'm sorry then. I guess my internet is not fast enough for the stream. Yeah, it's not fast enough. My bad. I'm sorry. How do I change that? I can't change it. I'm sorry. It's TV Paint. Hello, Kogashi Z. Will you upload old effects and props? I think I already did upload. I think I already uploaded them. If I didn't, then well, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. Why is she thick? Why not? Is there any problem with that? Is there a problem with that? Officer? Officer, is there a problem with being thick nowadays? I'm overreacting, by the way. I'm playing off with your joke. If you're joking. Officer, I would like to report a person. Send him to jail for being too thick. It's too thick, man. It's too thick. I felt the gravity. It's like it's attracting me. Like my No, like the original one, since I saw an image on Google which search up website, it showed Frieza and Cell full bodies building planets, etc. I meant like that. Oh, in the Weebly site. I think I already sent that. The planets is in the Wix site, if I'm not wrong. But for real, what are you drawing? Krona? JK? It's Muna from Hololive. Yes, I am simping. Yes. Big simp. OC. I have my own series back then. I don't think if you would consider those characters as OC. I no longer am working on that series. It was just a basic like story. So if you were to talk to yourself in a mirror, would you be talking to your reflection? Will you talk about how you notice who you are? What do you mean by notice who you are? I'm sorry, I'm not like a philosopher. I don't engage in philosophical thinking. I am a dumb person. I just go wake up in the morning, wank my bean, then sleep back. That's basically my yeah. You shouldn't be saying that in a stream, Ron. Come on, like everyone does that. No? Especially it's December now, you know, you have to do it now. That's why they call it destroy your dingus. Do you have a job? Is yeah, is this supposed to be a job? I don't know, it's not a legitimate job. I'm not earning money from it. Still, I'm full-time school, though it's online school, so, and still the city is on lockdown because COVID. Though yes, you can still have a job, but like it's harder that, you know, take jobs. I like how you guys are like being my parents. Like my parents doesn't even like pressure me to get a job. No, I know the sentiment, and I know that they feel that way. Like, you have to get a job now, or you're old enough to do this and that. But they're not like kicking me out from the house. They actually want me to stay here. Due to the fact that I moved to a different country and my mother doesn't want me to. Okay, I'm giving too much personal information. That is enough from now. But yeah. Just, I get the sentiment. I appreciate it. Thank you for worrying for me, but yeah, right now that's not the focus that I have at the moment. Yeah, I came back to college because I remember somebody commenting about my... Well, I had a video where I said, oh, 11 years in YouTube and, you know, I'm still shit at it. Though I'm not consistently uploading and stuff like that. It was just, you know, as a joke or something. And then somebody took it seriously and said, oh, you left college to animate stick figure? You suck. So yeah, I came back to college. That's why I stopped YouTube. Now we're here. Because of that comment. I'm kidding, by the way. I just wanted to yeah. Honestly, I don't know why. If you have to ask for my actual opinion about going to art school, like learning animation, what they taught you in art school, like what I'm learning right now, is information on how to submit your film for film festival, which is film animation. I'm thinking, I remember, if I'm remembering it correctly, it's I forgot his name, William Wimshurt. Like he submits his animation film, short films in animation festivals, right? And then after that, he showcases it in his channel at some point. That's like basically what the course that I'm taking is for now. But anything about art, like animation, like I already know enough to animate anything I want. Not saying that I'm too overly confident that I can do whatever, right? It's just that I have a basic idea on how to approach it because of the technical things that I've been teaching myself, and especially now that it's what do you call this? The school is online. Like you have nothing much to do other than being online, and that's how I've been for the past few, I don't know, 23 years of my life, basically my whole life. I don't go out that much. Yeah, I do have friends, but like I don't hang out with them because I'm overseas. Again, I move countries, so yeah. In a foreign land. Oh. Because what I was thinking back then was like, I know it sounds like I'm wasting money on the tuition, right? I'm not sure if my mother is watching this right now. She watches my stream sometimes, by the way. It's cringe, I know. But yeah, it's just my personal opinion. Like it is still useful. Like once you submit your film on a film festival, and then most directors, like let's say from Hollywood or whatever, they go to these festivals and they watch, and then they're like, oh, you have a talent, let's go pick you up or some shit like that. Yeah, that happens like rarely. I'm not sure if it always happened. They do talk about it, like, oh, some student did this, happened to them, did that, and whatever. But in my case, like I don't know, right? Like I just don't see that coming on my end. But maybe I'm just having self-doubts and things like that. Even though I did won an award, I actually won an award. I was just kind of proud about that. I don't remember talking about that, though I didn't make a video about it. But yeah, I'm kind of proud on that behalf. I think after that, I just started being more confident. That's why I just said like, oh, I could animate, whatever. But yeah. I go school to learn Spanish. I go vanish. No, that's Duolingo, man. Duolingo, man. Well, Spanish, you can use it, though. You can use Spanish. Like half of the people, isn't it? Like some people, well, not some people. Like there's a huge number of people in America who speak Spanish. At least you can use that. It's not like you're gonna learn Japanese and like, what are you gonna use it if you're not like going to Japan or you have anyone to talk to in Japan, right? You could just flex about your knowledge. About, oh, I can say daskite or some shit like that, but you can't like use it, right? Can you open your own server where you teach us animation and drawing? Then I have my Discord server. How to install a program? This program is not free. You have to buy it. I bought it. It's like $500, if I'm not wrong. That's with a student discount. You have to prove you're a student too. And if you don't, the full price is gonna be like, I think 1,000 or some shit like that, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's really expensive. But it's like, you know, it's clearly built for it though. It's not like you're paying for nothing, basically. Like I did a bunch of animation with this one, like as you saw, like the hornet, and I'm not planning on stopping making more. Though I do, what do you call this? I forgot what I was thinking. Forgot I lost my train of thoughts. My thoughts. Train of thoughts, man. Train of thoughts. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. What was I saying? But yeah, there's other programs that are free. That's where like Krita, I think it was Krita. Yeah, Krita. This is TV Paint is not subscription based. That's why I like it. And there's also CSP, Clip Studio Paint. It's a lot cheaper, but again, it's only cheap when there's like sales, something like that. And they occasionally have sales like Black Friday. Like they do it every 6 months or 3 months or something. So yeah. So you get to animate in that. There's also Adobe Animate. Like there's a lot of programs out there that you can just download. ? It's up to you. I'm not here to say pirate things. It's your end, not mine, right? I believe I made a post in my Discord server about the free programs. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna stretch this, and then I'm going to animate the hair. Wait, before I do that, draw the eyes. Sorry, I sneeze loud. My bad. Wouldn't that be pricier over time? No, TV Paint is not subscription based. You pay it once and then you have it forever. I bought it with a student discount. I'm not sure if I'm wrong with the price. Oh, I mean, I'm not sure if I was right. That's what I meant to say, sorry. English, am I right, guys? Forget about English. English, man. Ho ho ho, English. Speakeroonie. Hablar español, hablar inglés, hablar... So now, gonna change the opacity. So I'm doing the hair first. I thought the school would just give it to you for free. Well, the school, you see, you enroll on it and then they don't give it to you for free. The school like has their own computer labs that has it in there installed. We're supposed to go there and then make our animations there, right, in school. But because of the pandemic, you can't do that. So what they gave us as an offer instead is to give the software for a limited amount of time, which is the whole school year, right? So for the whole school year, we get to use that, and that's it. And I didn't like that. Also, they have like goodbye, Pedro. Also, they have like good computers and what do you call this? Display tablets, right? So yeah, it's like every animator's dream or every graphic digital artist's dream to go there is just draw whatever, and it's that's it. But because of the pandemic and lockdown, school is closed, so we don't get to use the labs. We don't get to use those stuff. Man. A man fell into the river. A man fell into the river. Build a helicopter. Yeah, the program will be used a limited amount of time. Like for the whole school year, and that would be like 6 months. I bought this, so I have it for good. I saved money for it. So I had a job once, but it was just a job in a warehouse, and that's about it. I have nothing much to say about that job. Just pack stuff in the box and send it out. It was boring. Most people watch Don's vid or streams due to Dragon Ball Pivot. That's so unfair. Well, that's what they subscribe for, and that's what I was into back then. I don't think that's unfair. It's understandable. I'm not complaining about it. You're the ones who's complaining about it. Though it is noticeable fact or something. I don't know, but I can't do anything about it. It's up to them. They subscribe for content that they wanted, and I'm not delivering what they asked for, and that's up to them. I respect their decision to stay subscribed and not watch or watch. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's up to them. That's just how life is. There are things you can control, and there are things that you can't control. I, for one, can control whatever content I want to make, and that's because I value myself more than what my viewer want from me. Because I'm tired of the Dragon Ball. I'm not saying that I'm tired or I'm no longer doing it. What I mean by I'm tired, like, I'm not stopping on doing it. I'm still working on the DBP, but I don't do it every day. Like, I only do it when I feel like it. That's the thing. And I don't feel like doing it right now or any recent day, basically. Like, I'm still thinking of how am I gonna do this scene, or what next should I do, what's gonna happen next. Like, I think about it, but I never get into the point where I'm so excited on clicking stuff again and pivot. Yes, this is what I want for my life. Every now and then. I don't get paid for it. No longer would I get paid for it. If I remember correctly, if I mentioned it, I think I did mention it. Yeah, my channel got demonetized. Well, not demonetized. Like, the monetization is no longer there because of because of what I did. deleting the videos. I can't really blame YouTube. Like, I can't go and say, oh, it's YouTube's fault, they forced me to do it. And I did explain that I feel bad doing it. I did regret it. I'm regretting it, but at the same time I feel happy about it. It's like I feel like I'm no longer forced. Like, I get to do whatever I want. Basically, I have like a fresh start from the beginning, even though there are people who's expecting a lot of things from me every now and then. Like, they expect me to make Dragon Ball still, even though I deleted like a lot of my videos. I get that, alright, I understand that, but it's no longer like frustrating and stressing me out like it used to be. Like, back then, like, even if I just upload one video and it's just 300 views, not right now, I upload one video and it's still 100 views. It's no longer getting to 1,000, and it's the same number of views for even if I upload a pivot video with Dragon Ball Z, and I don't know, I feel happy about that, even though it doesn't look good for the perspective of what it used to be. Like, I rack in, I think 1,000 views every day back then, and I think that was enough for YouTube to say, oh, you're earning money for us, boy. Okay, that's good. But I don't like earning enough money to pay my rent from YouTube. Like, my rent back then, remember I said I am in my parents' house right now. Anyways, so my rent back then was $500 a month. It's really cheap, yeah. But like, I don't get $500 a month from YouTube. I only get like 500 every 6 months, because YouTube says like you well, not 500 every 6 months, like 100 actually. So it's like 100 every 6 months, because YouTube, how it works is that you have to accumulate, there's a threshold, you have to accumulate enough amount of money for it to be able to be sent to your bank account, or you get to withdraw it. And only if it reaches if it reaches $100, and it only reaches $100 every 6 months, and it goes automatically. I can't like say, oh, I want to keep it for now, or investment. There's no interest. You earn money through the revenue, ad revenue, and I don't, like I said, I only get 1,000 views every day. I'm saying that out of my, like, it's not really 1,000 views. Back then, I'm talking about like back then. Right now, I don't get money from it. It doesn't. I don't feel stressed about it. Yes, I do feel sad. I regret that I'm no longer earning money from it. But come on, like, I have to always look at what the bright side is. Though I have considered like trying to appeal on YouTube, like saying that, hey, can I get my videos back? But then again, I deleted it intentionally, out of panic, basically. Nobody told me to delete it, of course. Like, nobody said, or nobody hacked my account and say deleting it. I was streaming while deleting it. So YouTube will, like, if I said, hey, can I get my YouTube videos back? I accidentally deleted it, and they go look back the archives and see, you deleted it in a stream. Are you a Dumbo? Or like, I can't, they get to use that against me. But I don't think they would like do that. But I just imagine that situation where, hey, can I get my money back? Didn't you use it to buy a Bitcoin, you stupid, or something? I don't know. I just imagine that as a situation. Then it's really good in making human bodies bodies mind look like a Humpty Dumpty ate a potato and became a fat ass frick. Okay. How you do bodies? All right. Okay. You don't. I'm just kidding. I think everyone can do it, but that's the thing though. You just have to be passionately engage on what you want to do, because you could be watching countless amount of videos, tutorial videos, but if you're not putting it into practice, if you're not trying it out, you won't be able to learn it. Like, you're watching art videos like, oh, this is how you draw, this is how I draw, and this is how you should do it, or things like that. And if I give you tutorials like, oh, this is how I animate, most of my tutorials are like technical things, like, oh, this is this is how you move sticks, figures, and pivot, but it's up to you how you do it, right? And then there's a tutorial on what the basic understanding about how to ease in, ease out. Those are just a basic understanding on how the mechanics of animation works. And it's up to you if you want to like experiment on that. That's the thing. People like think that, oh, you're gifted, you were born and you already know how to play the piano. Oh, amazing! Wow, amazing. Like there could be like a person who was born and grew up and have like a big giant hand, right? And they could like do a lot of things with their hand. Like they could hold a basketball with their one hand, and they could. That's a genetic thing, right? But there could be someone who can actually work on getting that kind of hand. Like they could be I don't know, spreading their fingers every day and stuff like that, and they're still growing. Or there could be someone who like they were born but they're short, right? But they're not genetically born to be what do I call this, athletic. Like they have health problems, but they can still, some people can still, like if I'm talking about me, like if I did like go out exercise, maybe I would have grown taller or something like that. Something like that. I think about that every now and then, but I didn't. So, because I'm just not that athletic. Like I run, let's see, I don't know. I run like 20 miles. I'm already dead. I don't know if 20 miles is enough to kill a person. I don't even know miles. What am I saying? Maybe 1 kilometer or 1 kilometer. I don't know if I walked that far enough. I think I did. Maybe. I don't know. There was a time in my life back in the country where I used to live. We have a commute. We have a bus, or well, it's not a bus, but something like that. We have a commute. Like the bus stop is like really far away from our house, so you're forced to like walk. So yeah, like most of my I've been here for 4 years now, I think. No, 3 years. I've been here for 3 years. So yeah, I haven't been walking as much as I used to. Man, being in a first world country seems like a downgrade on the on people like me. Right here, it's almost like it's not a necessity. It's like you need to do it because you have to. Well, not you have to. What I'm saying, you need to do it because it's like you're kind of forced to do it, or like you have to think on doing it. Like if I choose to walk, right? If I choose to walk and not take the bus, that's my decision. But back then, you're forced to like walk because there's no bus stop near you, right? It's like yeah, it sounds like I'm living back then in a wilderness. But yeah, something like that. Hello, Kimani Reed. Reed. Sorry, I skipped the ed. Don't what other things are you interested in other than animation? Interested in, sorry, it took so long to answer. You might have left. Oh, you're still here. I'm sorry. Other things are you interested? Okay, so I have a Discord server, right? And there were a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people. There was this one person. So I have a channel there that has a lot of questions. Like you could just ask a question and I could answer it every now and then if I felt like it. So I have to. Okay, so they asked a question of like what am I doing in isolation thing? I don't know. The question was like what things that I've learned. I mentioned how we bought a bike in that chat, and then I didn't mention how all of those years, from basically 22 years, the rest of my life, I never actually know how to ride a bike. And recently I learned how to. Well, not recently, like this year, basically. So I learned how to ride a bike. I know to you guys it's like, oh my god, you weakling or some shit. I don't know. You could say shit about me not knowing how to ride a bike for so long, but I know now, so it doesn't hurt me that much. Are you sure? Wait, I'm sure you are proud of Goku and versus Jiren. I'm proud about it, but it's not like I'm proud. Like, okay, when I made that was the year of 2018. I think no, from 2017 to 2018. I did that alongside with another person. Both of us, I think, we were proud of it. It is a big accomplishment. Like, it took us 10 months to make that. I think 10 months. Like 7 months or 10 months. Around that. Almost a year. Whatever. And I'm not sure. Like, I am proud of it in a way that I felt like I could do better from it. That's how I feel about it in general. Because I don't usually animate and then I felt like, oh, I've accomplished enough or something. Like, I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna be on my retirement. Woo! I don't go like that. I usually like say, I finished this. What's next? What's on the plate or whatever, right? How are you, old friend? Are you telling me I am old? I am old. I'm very old. Oh. No. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's been a long time. Everything's been good. I learned how to ride a bike when I was 10. That was 3 years ago. Oh, it's good for you. You learned it earlier. I was surprised too because I was trying to practice it and there were no training wheels, by the way. And I just learned it. I think it just took me 1 week, and I just learned it. Like I learned it that fast. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm the fast learner ever. It did took me a while. I believe so. In my own perspective, like when I'm on the bike and stuff like happening and I couldn't like balance and shit, it was way harder because there's no training wheels. Maybe if there was a training wheel, I would have been able to pick it up like just one day after. But I was surprised. So I was just like enthralled by it. The question was what I was interested with. So yeah, ever since I learned how to ride a bike, I want to like just go out and ride the bike. That's it. But winter, you can't ride a bike in winter. Oh, Studios Sparta. I only sorry, hello Studio Sparta. I only remember you because of the Tetris game. Like I can't forget like how good you were. That's it. That's the only time. Like, you know what? Sometimes I wish like I could. Wow, what am I saying? Yeah, another thing that I'm interested to is playing Tetris. I've been playing Tetris a lot. Like, you don't know how much Tetris I've been playing. Every time that I have a free time, I just play Tetris. And it's not like competitively, right? I know how to do stuff now. I'm not like you could probably see it on my previous stream where I was just playing Tetris. But yeah, what got me into Tetris was when I was watching another YouTuber who's playing Tetris. I felt like maybe I could do that. I was the guy who animated Spider-Man animation in Animation Imprint. I don't know Animation Imprint. I haven't been in that server. It's me, Speed Anim. Some more. Live streams are videos now. The future is now, old man. The future is now, old man. Yeah. How does this? She has a long hair. Epic. I don't totally dislike animating long hair. Totally not. Well, I'm not. Okay, I'm just not gonna animate this. I'm just gonna draw it. Like, screw that, right? Who do you think I am? Swear to God, if nobody gets that reference, she has this stuff like that. Can you like make a link to your Dragon Ball pivots? I don't know what you mean about that. I'm sorry. It's kind of sad how Stilos, Broly, and Beerus was released in unfunny packs, and people must have been angry and sad that they bought it and it became free later. Well, the thing is, the issue with that is we preemptively know about this, right? I know about it, that it happens, it will happen, and we can't really do anything about it, right? The incentive of paying for someone for their stick is by supporting them. So if you think about it, like in this way, like I don't have any way to earn money that much, right? And we were just asking that you shouldn't send it out to everyone, because you know that's our only way to gain money from whatever we like to do. And if you decided to give it away, that's your money, that's your product. Yes, I understand it's an asshole way to do. It's not like we can enforce it, right? Like there's no FBI open up. He sent the pirated whatever we were making. But yeah, it was his decision, and I understand that when you are in that situation where you're able to download it, I might as well just download it. I'm not gonna be like saying that I am a saint, I'm not gonna download it, I'm gonna delete it, whatever. Like I've been in the position where I was young enough, this was really back then, like I was asking for stick figures and stuff, and like I don't go and dox people, right? So I ask another people like, oh, do you have this stick figure? And then they go give it to me instead. I don't. I asked the actual person who made it, and they said, oh, I'm not gonna be able to send it because I don't want to or something. And then I ask someone else who has it, so they can give it to me. It's the same thing, like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, like this one person is gonna buy it, and they feel like they're Robin Hood or something, and then they send it over to a lot of people. And that's the thing, like I understand the other end. I'm not like saying here, oh, this is bad, you're not supposed to do that, I'm gonna file I was just asking nicely to not give it away so that we still get money. But if they felt like that way, I understand. Like a lot of people would like think. I believe I read a comment back then when I started saying, oh, stick figures can be commissioned now. When I mentioned that, like someone, I believe I made a video about it. Yeah, I made a video about it. Like, so someone talked about it in the comment section saying, oh, you're just greedy bastards, you just want money from us, you whatever. I'm like, we're not asking that much. It's like $3, $2, or $5, right? It's not like we're asking $100. Well, at some point it was like that, but I changed the price for the Goku versus Jiren, obviously, putting in consideration how my viewers are just babies. I didn't mean that way in a mean way. I just meant it like the people don't have a job and they don't have the money to pay for what they want. Just the general demographic. I'm not saying everyone is a baby. I don't mean to hurt your feelings if you were affected by it. And I know it's not true. Nine-year-olds, come on guys, you're not a baby. I'm not a baby man. Habibi, Hamoud, Habibi. I should stop. Should stop since it's still early. I should stop. Hey Muna, hey Muna. I have to go. Well, it's nice seeing you. It was nice talking to you. Well, I don't know if I did answer all of your questions. I'm sorry for not giving you the attention that you needed, if ever. Sorry, I'm such a failure of a human being. I'm joking, by the way. Don't take this seriously. Don't take those regards seriously. I'm not a failure of a human being. I'm such a successful human being. I'm perfect. That's so sarcasm. That's sarcasm. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Does Windows version depend on the export quality of Pivot? Say like I uploaded uploaded on Windows 10, would it have a better quality than Windows 7 exported GIF quality? I'm not sure. If you have a computer that has Windows 7, Windows 10, you may be able to compare both. And I haven't experimented it myself, and I haven't looked at the code. I don't have the code to say, oh, it takes this amount of CPU usage to do this, and if you have a weak CPU, you won't be able to do this or something like that. I don't know. You might have to ask Peter Bone that himself. You can contact him in his email in pivotanimator.net, or you could either message him in Discord. He has a Discord. He occasionally answers question in the Dark Demon Discord. I believe the Dark Demon Discord. I don't know if I have the invite link, but if you just go to thedarkdemon.org, I think it's .org or not, I don't know, .com. Either way, there's a Discord link in that website, and you can just visit there. He doesn't answer like right away, but he does it like occasionally, and he gives update on Pivot 5 stuff. Just got here. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything that much that is really relevant, because I am irrelevant anyways. I should stop. Someone in chat said Don is a meme. If I'm a meme, then you're a mom. Got him. I don't know. I don't know what does that mean, right? Then how do you go about hair design? I've been trying to settle a single hairstyle for my character for a while now. I don't know. Are you talking here, like drawing, or I know you're Beanos talking about in Pivot. I mean, it's the same principle, I guess. I'm not sure. It depends. Yeah, I think it depends. If you're doing it in Pivot, it has to be something that you are comfortable with. Like if you're doing another wacky hairstyle that is iconic, like let's say my Detsuka was iconic enough for in my end of the spectrum, people recognizes it. But then again, it's not recognizable when it's in a crowd full of people that has spiky hairs, right? It depends on what you really want. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically is like a good example of really exaggerated. Where's the protagonist, right? So you know exactly what to expect when you see someone. There's also personality-wise about hair. So when you have a hair that is covering someone's face, that means they are shy. They're not like they're shy. They're not like really into engaging with people. Like, it depends on how you want the personality to be, right? There's also hair that basically the opposite of having a bangs. Like, there's no bangs at all. Like, you see their forehead, that means like they're confident, or they're somewhat a reassuring kind of people, or reassuring personality. Things like that, you have to consider those things. There's also like, if their hair is messy, they're not their personality, like they're not they don't think about their appearance, like they're not bothered by it. Hair's like really straight, like just really straight. Like a good example is Ryoko and Ryutsuko from Kill la Kill. So Ryuko has a messy hair, so she doesn't really clean up herself, like she doesn't comb her hair. So that means like she's a rascal, or like, you know, she's an outgoing or something like that, right? She's like a tomboyish girl. And then there's Ryutsuko. I'm not even sure if I'm saying the name's right? I don't know if that's the right name. Anyways, the antagonist in that series, she has straight hair, and she's like upliving this appearance of a good student council person, right? And there's also stereotypes. So stereotypes, like, let's say a bowl cut. What does a character that has a bowl cut usually have as a personality, right? So a good example is like nerdy people, like otaku people, stuff like that. There's also afro, though this is a stereotype. Still, there are people that are, you know, not color skinned, can have an afro because of genetics that bounce around the world. So you technically make wacky stuff, like, let's say a red-haired person has an afro or something like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it depends on which kind of world and which kind of concept you have. There's also a good example of like having it realistic and not realistic is you go look at JoJo. You go look at JoJo's hairstyles, and man, like, you think about it, technically they are a bit realistic, but when you go on part 4, starting from part 4, everything is like pulled out from a hairstylist book. So yeah, I had a drawing class in our school. So he gave us an example of like hairstylist magazine or something like that, and there's a bunch of hairstyles, like really unique. Like there's like a unicorn hair, like, and this is real. Like, this is real. Like, somebody just, you know, form someone's hair into like a unicorn or some shit. And I could like totally see this, like, these are all like JoJo characters. This is where Araki took his designs for the hair from JoJo. And yeah, so how do you go out to do a hairstyle? You have to research about it. You have to think about the personality, the color of the hair. You have to think about that. And this is for drawing, of course, right? And then if you want to go just simple, just make it recognizable silhouette where you know, when somebody sees it and in one glance they know that it's your character. A good example is Goku. Again, you know, a lot of people has already been using that character hair or whatever, and then they call themselves, oh, it's not Goku, it's Goku Evil version 5.69 or something. So yeah. Don, have you thought about getting one of those drawing pads? I'm using one right now. It's in the description, I think. I believe so. I mentioned it in the description. Are you using a tablet? Yes, if I'm drawing. No, if I'm using Pivot. So yes, I'm using a tablet. It's the XP Pen Artisol. It's not an Artisol, I forgot. XP Pen Pro, a 16.5. It's really cheap. It's like $600. Yeah, I know I said cheap, but compared to Wacom, that is like $1,000, I'm like, yes, I'll get the 600 one. Like, you know, yes, it's like 400 difference, but I was saying $1,000 the lowest maybe. Though they did release a new one, I think it was Wacom 1, and it's like really cheap, around 400. But I already bought this like last year, so I was like, might as well just have it. Like, I don't need to buy a new one, right? It's still working. So yeah. I have to look for music. There you go. Is this a girl you're drawing? An OC? No, it's not an OC. It's Muna from Hololive. Yes, I am watching Hololive. Ew, Don, you're one of those simps. Ew, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Alright, go ahead. I don't mind. It's your YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel. It's my life. I'm overreacting, by the way, if ever somebody's like taking those words seriously. Yeah. The black lines are the main drawing, yes. No, I wouldn't want to imagine that because of how hard it is. Especially if I'm the only one who's doing it. Because I have well, there were a volunteer of people. I'm not gonna say I have a team of people. I don't know if they would like to take that as a, employment. But yeah, there's a volunteer people, and they do much. Like they do help me. But they don't like. I have to be careful of what I'm about to say because they might take it in a negative way. They don't do it the way that I would want to do it, basically. And sometimes I would have to rework or retouch what they have done. So basically I'm just doing kind of everything all by myself. And then I make the assets, like, so you have effects in it, right? And they can't do what I want to do, right? Because they need the effects. And they won't even bother to make the effects themselves because they can't do it. And it's not that because they're incompetent, it's not because they don't want to, it's just that they can't. And I can't blame them. I can't be like really rude to them for not being able to do what I want. So I just say, just do what you can, and then I'll go and fix whatever. Like I'll just try and work around it, and I do. And yeah, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not. Does that get the message right? I don't know. I'm just saying what's happening in the behind the scenes, right? And sometimes they do take it lightly, sometimes they take it personal. Like when I fix their part, they feel disappointed because they worked so hard on it, and to me it wasn't enough yet. Like I improved it so well that it's no longer recognizable, their work. We only know in the background that he worked on that part, but yeah, Don changes it too much that we no longer recognize it as his work. It's like Don's work now. And I'm not sure, like I don't see that, I don't hear that, like I don't read that, but I feel like that's what's going on. Like they're like talking in the back like room about my work ethics about it. And I do agree, it's stupid. Yeah, I have to go and change it. If it's really a collaboration and they get to do whatever they want in their own style, maybe I shouldn't be touching their stuff. But then again, it's like my project, and I felt like I would have done it differently, and I just go at it. And that's the thing. That's why I'm saying that I don't feel like working on it, because I'm like in a mix uh yeah, I'm always like in a mixed emotion of like, should I do it like this or should I do it like that? What if like, and then you know, and then there's some times like I just neglect that. Like I don't listen at all about my feelings. Like I just go and work on it. And then those are the days where I am happy to work on it, which is kind of sad because you know I have to assess not just my feelings but also my team's feeling. Thanks, Kirby. You didn't had to, but thanks, man. Very, very cool. Do I see anime big BBs? Versus stick animation. How long does it take to complete a drawing animation? The stick animation is shorter. What I mean by this is it takes like short amount of time. Drawing animation takes more amount of time, and you have to be meticulous about it. You have to draw everything in the same volume and everything in the same angle, like stuff like that. And then color, if you're doing color, you have to have the same color. You have to color it, basically what I'm saying. It depends on the approach, right? Like, because there's also like puppeteering 2D animation, like Toon Boom, and like if I'm doing After Effects Puppet, yeah, there's a way where you can puppeteer your drawings, like in Pivot, but it's really complicated, and I just couldn't get my head wrap around it, so like I give up on that concept. It is quite interesting to explore, but again, I just couldn't be bothered to do it because my brain damage. Though what you're getting from drawing and pivot depends on how you approach things. So for example, if I'm doing 3D stuff on pivot, it's quite hard, but again, like I'm used to it, so I'm like saying, oh, I know already how to do it, right? And then if let's say I want to do something, let's just say bouncing ball, right? In drawing, you can change the volume. Like you can just draw this and then next this. Like you could change that. Like you could just have it like this, or you could do this. Oh wait, sorry. Like you can just stretch that. Right? You could just do that. And then in Pivot, you have to like go to editor mode, and so yeah, it's different, right? If you're just doing a simple test, maybe Pivot is faster in some regards, but you're lacking out of things that you would want to do. Like let's say you want to be expressive in your animation, you want to have the ball squash and stretch more than it should be, but because Pivot, you can't do that in Pivot unless you're gonna edit the stick figure and open the editor. Then you know, there's a lacking of features in that department. But then again, you could totally still do it in Pivot, but not in a way that you probably want it to. Like it has to be very simplistic style in some regards, because I've seen people like did like excessive squash and stretch with the I don't know what it's called, when you hold control and make something long. I think it's still a stretch tool. It's called the stretch tool. But yeah, it depends on what kind of project and what kind of things you're making, basically. Also, I don't have an alert on my thing, so I'm sorry if I missed out whatever message you have on the donation, Kirby. It's because I just I'm on the computer, not on the laptop. The laptop I've set up what I have there. Hello, Sifter. It's been a while, man. How's your project going? Almost done? Oh, I haven't started working on the PC yet. I haven't built it yet. I'm still waiting for the CPU. Bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde. Est-ce que je peux parler en français? Oui, je peux parler en français. On discute en français? Évidemment. I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet. I'm sorry, Sifter. J'ai pas le temps de voir ton projet. Désolé, mon ami. Done. Is it good if I start off by tracing characters and try and make them myself? Now, sorry, I said now. I didn't say no. It depends. If you want to learn an art style, I recommend tracing, but don't post it. Like, don't say, "Oh, I made this." Like, don't go out and say, I totally did this by myself. Because if someone's gonna rat you out, like someone's gonna notice that you're tracing, obviously they're gonna see it like stealing. And that's the thing. You have to say your intention out there when you're doing something. Like, you're saying, oh, this is a parody, so I just traced it, or like you just say it out loud. Like, this is traced, so yeah, you don't need to be scolded for it because you already know that it's bad or whatever. But if you're just learning, I don't really recommend tracing that much if you have no idea how the human body works, or even drawing basic shape. Il y a quelques heures. Yeah, French. Yeah, I don't text in French. It's a chore. It's not really. Yeah, it's not happening. If you want to learn drawing bodies, maybe try to, like, let's say you want to draw bodies, just draw things like this first. Well, that's the head, right? Like, if you're drawing limbs, just do this. You can start from stick figures. Like, do this. And there you go, you have an arm. I'm making it look like easy, but you know, you can totally, like, just, this is too long. Around there. Yeah. And then use like photo reference to, yeah, it is French based. Use photo reference for proportions. So like, if there's a pose where it's really complicated, you don't know how it will look like let's say an elbow is facing towards you and there's like a little bit of foreshortening. Well, I know how to, like, from my brain, I know how to draw it. Like, it should look like this. But if you don't know how to do that, then go use some reference. Now, the hardest part is the armpit, because you don't know, like, once you get there, you're like, how am I supposed to draw something here? So yeah, you have to learn, like, muscles, like how does it distribute and stuff. Let me actually try and remember it from my brain, if I can remember it correctly. Yeah, it should be something like that. So this will be like the rib. I don't even know where. Should be face. Yeah, it's like this. And then the muscles will like just wrap around there. Oh my god, titties! It's not even correct. It's not even anatomically correct. Titties. Let's see. It's probably gonna be like a little bit soggy. Yeah. Soggy tits. Yes. Soggy. But yeah, things like that. You have to consider those. That's only when you're going into detail. So just go buy it in. Why am I saying buy it? Go through it step by step. So make it simpler. First, you just go simple, like basic shapes, like that. Put them like pose them whatever pose like you want in your head. Like let me do a quick sketch right here. Like this could be, the proportionate could be wrong, right? But because I'm going through it real fast, it's just to see how much brain damage I can cause to myself. The foreshortening could be really like off. But it doesn't matter, you're trying at least, like you're trying to learn, right? There's also people who's practicing like their line art, like their how straight they can do stuff without using the ruler. But that's another thing. It's not that you're not allowed to do that. That's up to you. Like whatever you want to learn, depending on the art style that you want. Actually, just learn perspective first. Perspective, like if you know how to do perspective and understand perspective, then you're good to go after like whatever. Even though you're not gonna use it a lot, at least you know how to draw in perspective. Like if you're gonna do like abstract art, then sure, right? It's fine. You wasted your hour on perspective, but still. Not hour, I mean time. Yes, time is so relevant. Yeah. So it's either basic shapes and form or perspective. It's either one of those. But like you said, they want to do characters, so not characters, but human body. It's hard to explain. I don't know if you've been looking up VTubers, but I just felt like I want to do something VTuber related. Someone might say it's simping, but you know, I don't know if you recognize the person or the character. Yeah, this took like half a day. No, actually 4 hours. Bunny Girl Senpai. Ah yes, the anime that I never watched, and so enthralled by not watching it, I want to make an animation out of it, yes. Like I'm planning to do a parody of Gurren Lagann's intro using their character. And that's about it. I'm not like gonna do it frame by frame. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's YouTube money grab. I just felt like doing it because I was just enthralled by the activities they've been doing. Like once Picora made the Gundam, like I just felt like I was just inspired to like animate something like what I forgot what her name is, Sadist did with the SMP Dream server. She did like an animatic on it. I just felt like maybe if I do this, but another server, maybe, you know. So it's like half of half, right? Like it's inspired from other content creator and then inspired with whatever, whatever I'm saying right now. Yeah. Man, geometric shapes are a bit. Oh, I got it. Wow, I did. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's a bitch to do. And now I have to do it twice. Fuck. Okay. You know what? That's close enough. No one's gonna call out that, right? I don't know. Different lines. Okay, I wanted to. Alright, how do I? Oh, I could just display current. There you go. Okay, so this one is on top of this, and this one is without the jacket, and then this one is just the jacket and the clothing, and this one is just the basic, like the rough sketch of everything that I would want to draw on it. I was in the middle of, do I want the jacket on her or not? But since I started already on drawing this, I decided to just draw this and then draw the jacket on top of it. I was planning to animate it, like move, like, let's say, it's like moving, waving, something like that, like loop waving. And while I'm drawing it, like I'm just reconsidering if I'm gonna do it or not. So yeah, I worked on it on separate layers, so that this one I could just get to redraw it without needing to redraw this, like the whole thing, right? I could just redraw what I need to redraw here that is movable. Can you both not argue in the, like, you can both argue in your Discord? I get that you're my friends, but yeah, can you not do it in here, not make a scene in the chat? Thank you. I remember my first message on stream. It was about how do you write script of story. I don't, I don't write, I don't write stories that much. I used to. Oh. There's a bunch of ways to. There's a bunch of ways to write down a story. Depends on what you're trying to write to. But I haven't looked into it that much, so I don't have enough knowledge to go around it. I only see it in a general way, not in a very specific way. I like to think about world building rather than writing a specific story, because you could have a really good story but a really weak world building, right? I don't know how to explain it in a way that you'd understand. So for example, let's just say that you're into Skyrim. You know Skyrim? I don't know. Anyway, so Skyrim, right? You could have like a very interesting gameplay. If let's say the story is the gameplay, right? You could have a very interesting gameplay. The gameplay where they added a spell where you can summon a sword, right? In Skyrim. And then in world building aspect, they never really touch upon that spell. The developer or the person who made the game just thought that, hey, this is a really what am I saying? This is a really cool concept, right? Like, let's add it like a skill in the game. But they never thought about it in a story aspect. So like, what does that spell actually do if you're in that world? There's no more need for blacksmith, right? Because anyone can use it, that spell. And they do like show it that spell is acquirable in a very low level. I believe there was someone who wrote like a video about this, but yeah, it's kind of stupid, right? So it's something like that. Like you could have like a compelling story where the character has to avenge their parents or whatever, and then like, yes, that's like the common write-up scene or whatever, but then the world building is like, so he get to use the horse here in this part of the story, but they never get to use a horse there. Why? They didn't explain that. I know this is like a really small detail, but I catch on to that. Like I just get really annoyed by the fact that why now? Why not a while ago or something like that? Like, is this small detail? Oh, they say the world is like falling apart. They no longer have I don't know. I don't know if you watch Fire Force. I don't know if you read Promise Neverland. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's something like that. That like I notice small little details, right? So yeah, like I don't get it. Hello James 30x. Sorry, I almost said 3. I don't know how to read numbers, man. Well, it is 3. So almost said, or I don't know, 30x or 30. I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of this. Oh, it's an auto play. I didn't know that. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I'm gonna get killed. Right? I'm gonna get killed. But then again, you asked for a script, so I don't know. Maybe get a compelling experience on dialogue, like get to talk with other people and then write about what you notice on things that they say. I think it's interesting. Like someone says like a lot, or someone says actually a lot, and then you have to put that in a script. Like that's cringe, right? You have to actually think about the personalities, the people that you're writing down, to be a believable person and not just another person that is inside you. So like if you're role playing a game, you wanna like role play that character and not like you. Like, for example, some in the game you get to decide whether to kill a person or not, and then you as a person were taught to not kill a people, not kill person or whatever. So you decided not to. But that character that you're playing doesn't give a shit about your opinion, right? That's where you role play. That's where you like, well, I might as well kill him because that's my character, you know. So you have to write down thinking about the personality of the people that you're writing down. You have to think like, what are they gonna say when in this situation? I think that's a good start. Well, it's not a good start, but it is quite complicated if you don't I don't know, if you haven't experienced enough with meeting other people and stuff like that. Other people, other, not other, other pronunciation, right? Imagine seeing an other people, it'd be like a cow, bro. Yes, I'm still streaming. I don't know for how long now. Let me check. An hour, more than an hour, 2 hours. Let me AFK. Be right back. Hi Don, please give shout out. Shout out to myself, Don. Subscribe to his channel. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Hit the bell button. I don't upload. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Not your first time here. Yeah, some people might find that rude. I'm sorry if you're offended by the joke. That's just how I am. I offend people. Wheeze! I don't know, I don't do shout outs, I'm sorry. Especially if I don't know the people that I'm shouting out. Because you could be uploading questionable content, right? So OC creation. There's so much things to think about when you're creating a character. Yeah, I don't know. What are you looking for? Just like aesthetic, or like are you actually trying to write a character? Because if you're trying to write a character, you have again to make it believable, right? And then if you're just for aesthetics, you have to convey the personality they have through their posture, their face, the color, their outfit, the general aesthetics of that character. Like let's say that character wears all black, but then they're a happy-go-lucky person. That's like a really not complimentary, right? It's not like something that you would see as a character, though. I do believe like it's somewhat generalizing a person. Like if you wear black, you're always depressed or something, right? But no, it doesn't have to be like that, right? It's just I'm just saying in general terms, like people will have an expectation on a character that you're trying to portray or make. So yeah, there's a lot of things to consider. So if it's just aesthetic, you're drawing a character, so there's color, posture, proportion. You can change the proportion off. Obviously, like if you have a buff guy, he's really big top, but like it doesn't have a leg day, doesn't do a leg day, something like that. So you can do crazy stuff with proportion, like Jack Skellington, Jack Skellington from what do you call this? Yeah, Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas is really like really iconic proportion, and yeah. So there's that, and when you're doing that, of course, obviously you're gonna have a unique silhouette, which is also important. A unique silhouette can't only be done with hair; can also be done with the general like the body type that they have. Voice crack. But yeah, and then when you have a unique silhouette, like you just see the shadow of that character. You already know who that character is. That's really recognizable. But yeah, that's just when you're drawing them. All right. If you're like writing them down, then you have to have a good dialogue, and then like write them as like a believable character. And then if you're animating them, you have to observe other people who has that kind of personality. How do they move? How do they stand? Do they stand with putting their weight on their right leg or left leg? Do they cross their arm when they're defensive? Do they put their arm on their pocket when they're walking? Do they not do that? Or do they look down when they're walking? Do they look straight when they're walking? Does their posture when they're walking straight, or are they really like bent banana shaped posture? Right? There's a lot of things to consider when you're animating stuff. Don is still animating for 2 years because he said in his comments that he has been animating since August 2018. But how is he so good? Depending on the time that you spent on something, if you're really passionate about it and you put it into practice. some people think that it's talent, some people think that it's this and that. To me, I think it's just the time that you spend in it and actually try and learn it. Yeah, it takes a real creep. Actually, a fun fact is that I got asked a lot, well, not asked a lot, but I got asked as to what I would look for when, like, I'm in a public space. That was just a random question, but yeah, I then mentioned that if somebody's wearing sandals, I look at their feet, though I don't have a feet fetish. Yeah, I know. It's just that I don't know, at that time, I don't know how to draw feet, so I just stare at feet. Yeah, that's better than doing eye contact with, kids, because kids, for some god fucking reason, likes to, sorry, YouTube, demonetized. They just like to stare at your face. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they want to. It's like the face is like that recognizable. Have you ever considered thinking about that? Like when an animal look at a person, like they always look at the face. Well, not always, but they know where the face is and they know where to look at. So there's something about looking at faces, and I think that's reminiscent of babies and kids like staring at people's faces in a public. Transportation, because they're like practicing their facial recognition. Do I know this person? Do I not know this person? Is this person's face important for me to remember or no? So you just smile at them, and then their parents will look at you like, fucking creep, what the fuck are you looking at? Why are you smiling at my child? And then it started like giving Karen vibes, like they're starting reporting you in police and stuff. I don't know why I'm getting off tangent here, but yeah, of course, yeah, you get to be called as a creep when you're like in public area and just try to observe things like that. I remember watching Richard Williams' documentation and learning how observing other people's walking, and he's just following other people's walking and noting how they walk, like how heavy their legs are when they're walking. Like it's really weird. Because he's just that ballsy, right? He's actually speaking it out loud when he's like following people too. Thanks, man. whenever I see, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Ikon bukan. Bruh. Muna? Hey Muna? Yes, it's Muna. Thank you for recognizing. Thank you. And do you follow the 12 principle of animation for some things? Depends on what I'm making. So if I want to be so ambitious, I would do it. But if not, then why bother? Like for example, if I'm animating Dragon Ball Z, it says there's staging, right? And staging in Dragon Ball Z where you're in the middle of nowhere, it doesn't make any sense. So you just cut that out. What I mean by that is like in an aspect of like, let's say, like in a story wise kind of staging, not like staging how in animation explain it. A principle of animation explained. But yeah, like if I'd run out of time, I wouldn't like go through it all. Like, oh, does it have easing? Does it have this? Does it have that? Or whatever, right? I only do what I can do for that amount of time, because sometimes I would be able to do something really crazy, but at the same time, staging is left out of the dust because I'm not putting emphasis on where I want the audience would look at, right? At the same time, there could be also a problem with the direction also. Actually, I'm feeling lazy. Or don't bother. I'm not gonna bother. Just gonna have this. Alright. Minecraft. Yes. I'm just playing it from YouTube, so I'm sorry. I don't know the name, and it's in Japanese. I can't read Japanese. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Stupid Dumbo. Because okay, I'm coloring on a different layer, so I'm coloring on this layer, and if I don't have that, I won't see it. And the tool can be set up where it's sourcing from. So like if I fill on display, that's what it's showing right now. Like, so I can fill. Well, I can't fill here because I'm not on this layer. This one, I'm not on this one. I'm on this one, right? So I can then fill here. Oh, PC died. Hello. It's fine. I saved it anyways. I saved it before. There you go. So it does that. Exactly. Hello. Yeah, there you go. But I do get what you're saying. It's just I don't know. So I have to close gaps. Oh, the wrong color. This looks shit, I know. The rabbit hole is too big, man. I can't escape from it, man. Ah. Okay. I don't think I'm lucky because I am colorblind. So this doesn't help me at all. I'm just using flat colors. I'm not even considering on coloring this. Like the right way. Not not the right way. I mean like with shading and stuff. I'm only gonna do that in the background. That's fine. He grew up and then he just stuff. You just realize shit that you're missing out. Colors, cringe. I don't need that. I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's not something to be sorry about. Honestly, I don't know why I'm apologizing for something that is completely out of your control. Okay. Alright. Oh, sorry, I had to answer a call. Okay, where were we? Trash color system. Well, they have a histogram and vector scope for a reason. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Studied on Twitter. How do I download a GIF from Twitter? You don't. I don't know. Okay, where was I? Hi Dawn, hello. What time is it? Wait, it's Friday? Wait, it's Friday today? It's Friday? What? I didn't even know that. I thought it was Thursday. Hello, Augusto Sayajin. Why are you still here, Koro? Hey Jin, hey Muna. I don't know, I just figured you're a busy man. Know you. You know, by this time I believe in your schedule it's looking like you wank your peen Fridays this time, you know. I don't know. Yeah, Fridays you put your dress on. Alright, cool, very epic, man. Glad to know that. My dog is a VTuber. Now that's an anime I would watch. Nobody has to know. Okay, he's probably whipping some cows and something. Can you say not? Can you not? Thank you. Yep, you don't have that much things to do. Their eyes look like okay. Bah. Wow. Sorry, just thought you were spamming, and by the time you sent something, yeah, I just had to. I don't know. I feel like I want to shade it, so I might as well go with it. This is like the cheapest way to shade things. I don't recommend this. You shouldn't shade stuff like this unless you're on a low budget, tight schedule, and just wanna get over with things and have at least like a feeling of dimension on whatever you're drawing. Basically, if you want to cheap out. If it works, it works. Don't do it when you're like actually drawing things. This is not like the recommended way of going about cheating. I just did that because why not? I know it's distracting, but I could just move this. You know, it's easy. Easy as day. I listened to it. I listen to it, but I'm not like, I'm not into the fandom. I just listen to it, that's it. Like, I don't buy K-pop merch. I listen to it when I'm like, I feel, I don't know, I think it was my friend. Yeah, it was my friend who got me into it, but I wasn't like, I'm not as crazy as he was about it. Yeah, I know, I said he. What now? Guys can't be into K-pop? What is this? What is this? No, buy tickets, go watch the show or something. I don't, never been into that position, and not that I'm interested to. If somebody's gonna like buy me a ticket just to force me to go there, maybe I'll consider it. But like, I don't know. I haven't been into any kind of that kind of show, so I don't know how my body will react. I remember my mother like there was like a concert in our like town at some point, and then she went ahead and like, oh, I want to see what's going on, and then we didn't know she almost fainted because of the environment, like how, you know, there's a lot of people, a lot of pushing, a lot of things going on, and sweat and everything, so yeah. And as you may know, I'm not an outgoing person, so I'd probably like consider it out of respect of like the person who bought the ticket for me. Like, I just consider it because, okay, I have to go now because, you know, I'm forced to, there's nothing else to do, something like that. Wrong stream. Okay, sorry. Summer Triangle. The song's name is Summer Triangle. I don't think if you're gonna send a message, it's not gonna show an alert. I should work on that. Yeah, let me just put the alerts here on the stream so it actually shows. Sorry about this. Yeah, I know that it's not copyrighted. Alert box. Copy. And then add browser. Okay. Okay. There you go. I don't know if it works. That's
Kerbe has just donated $5. Yo Don, here is money for a new PC. Also, how is the PC coming along?
that was a while ago. I just had to reset that tip. I think I already answered this question when he was here. You should go to sleep. Why? I'm not forcing you to stay awake. Also, I'm about to go in a minute too. Thanks for staying. Yeah, it's almost 6 p.m. You're right. Well, not almost 6 p.m. It's like half to 6 p.m. $5:30. Bro, how did I do this? Fuck. Ten years ago, I wouldn't be like, damn, I'm able to do this. What the fuck is this? Still garbage though. Alright, now is this. Yeah, this doesn't look so good. This looks so bad. So much things going on in her hair. I think that's enough already. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I forgot. Reset. There you go. All right. Now for the camera. Wait, actually, I don't need. Yeah, I don't need. I don't need to do this camera. Epic moment. Don, you're number one inspiration. I started animation because of you. Okay, when I first time saw your Goku's first fight joint with Misaka, I was so inspired I downloaded the program and started animation. It's good. It's good to hear. Cause I wanna learn and get as much knowledge as I can. Oh, okay. I think that's it. I have to go now. I have things to do. You also have things to do. How long was that? That's 3 hours. Okay. Well, yeah. Where's that music? Hey Muna! Hey Muna! Okay guys. Okay guys. Hey guys. It was nice having you around. It was fun chatting. It was cool while it lasted. Oh god, people just joined in. Hi, hello. We're about to end this stream though, sorry. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks for hanging around. Bye bye now.